Hi, welcome to another video. Have not been publishing quite a bit because I've been traveling and been really busy. But I want to make it a point to make more videos because I find this really interesting. What are we going to talk about today? Today we are going to talk about glove etiquette. And I really love gloves because it really finishes up an outfit. And you could present yourself in a way you want to show up. So I absolutely love gloves. I have 3 gloves with me that I use quite frequently throughout the year. I want to share what they are with you and also how to use your gloves properly in different occasions. So first start, of course, as everyone has, you have winter gloves. This is made of calf leather. It's the softest leather ever. I absolutely love it. Oh wait, it's not calf leather, it's sheep. Yeah, and inside is cashmere and wool. So you have the softest, most beautiful leather, and inside it's like a knit pattern. So it's really nice and very warm during winter time, and this is my new winter gloves. I had a black one before and I lost it somewhere, I think last winter. So I bought this instead. And instead of black, because as you realize I have a lot of black gloves, I wanted a new color in my gloves collection. So love this, almost like a dark chestnut brown. And they are the softest. Use them during winter time, and with this, winter gloves is a very practical reason, right? When it's cold, you wear it, and it's functional. There isn't much etiquette to it because you know how to use this, right? You don't have to, you know that you're not going to wear gloves when you're eating. You know that when you're indoors, you remove your gloves. You wear it when you're outside. So winter glove etiquette is really straightforward. It's a no-brainer. The other set of gloves that I have will be this gloves. They're not exactly driving gloves because driving gloves are usually much shorter, and driving gloves are usually much shorter to your wrist, and they're usually leather. So I was going to buy leather driving gloves, but I realized I don't drive that much. I only drive when I travel and go on road trips. So I use this instead. This is a Merino wool blend, and they are my ski gloves actually. So when you're skiing, you wear your gloves below, at least I wear my gloves below, and then I have a different glove on top which is warmer and it's waterproof. So it's merino wool because when it comes to skiing, all my base layer is merino wool base, and so it's very comfortable. I also use this for driving. So when I go on road trips, I usually wear gloves when I drive. It's a bit weird because you don't feel the car that as closely as you like, as skin contact, because you don't have the skin contact. However, it's really great when, especially summertime or springtime, where the sun is crazy hot and, well, you don't want to age your skin. You don't want to age your hands so much. So I use this as driving gloves. On a normal day, I actually use this. This is my most worn set of gloves. On a normal day, I use this when I go to sleep. So sometimes I wear gloves when I go to sleep. And I have thick lotion on my hands, and really nice lotion. Then I wear gloves to allow the lotion to be absorbed into my hands. And then I either sleep with gloves or I wear it for 20-30 minutes, remove it, and sleep without gloves. So these are my most worn gloves. I only wear it outside when I'm skiing, or sometimes yes, I wear it when it's springtime and it's a bit cold, but it's not too cold that I need leather gloves. I just need something to keep it warm, to keep my fingers warm, and I wear this. So I bought this in New York because the springtime, there was 2 or 3 springs ago, I was freezing. It was so cold, but it was not cold enough to wear leather gloves. Also, I did not bring my leather gloves. It's springtime, right? Should not be that cold. So it was so cold that I bought it, and I needed gloves for my ski anyway. Forgot what happened to the previous gloves. I think I lost it or something. So that's how I got these gloves. But more importantly, I want to share my favorite set of gloves. These are my summer gloves. So it's silk on the outside, As you can see, it's lace silk, and then I think it's polyester in here, because I realize if I have silk on the inside, it's a bit uncomfortable. The silk blend, full silk, sometimes when it gets too hot in Singapore, especially too hot summer, I can get a bit of a heat rash. So yeah, for some reason full silk doesn't work for me. I know it's weird because I rarely use polyester, but this polyester blend is quite good. Oh wait, it's okay, so it's not a polyester blend. It is a polyester blend, but it's a cotton. It's 90% cotton and 10% polyester. Okay, that makes sense. Cotton is really good when it touches my skin. It doesn't give me any rashes when it gets too hot. Silk is not as breathable, which is quite strange to me, but anyway, silk is not as breathable, so if it gets too hot, I avoid wearing full silk. So anyway, what I want to talk about is these gloves. So these are my summer gloves, and as you can imagine, they're very summery, and they are the perfect match to complete any of my outfits, especially in Singapore and summertime. I love them because, you know, you can wear a very simple full linen dress, which I wear quite often, and a little bag to go out to do your errands, and a glove just complete the look. I don't really wear a lot of jewelry, so it just completes the look without looking too much. Another reason I also wear gloves is that sometimes I don't get my nails done. So I hurt my nails recently, and I'm letting it rest, and I'm letting the whole nail to regrow a whole new set, because I've been using quite a lot. I've been painting my nails quite a bit in the last few months, and I don't think my nails are liking it. So I'm letting it grow, I'm letting it rest, and then allowing it to be healthy again before I start applying color again. So because of that, don't really want to show my nails all the time, and gloves are the best way to cover it up. I also do notice that because my gloves are lace on the outside, if I have a color that's too bright, I don't really use red. Usually I use very pastel muted colors. That's alright, it doesn't really see through, but I think one time I had a very bright color and it just doesn't look good on gloves. So, in short, I don't really like painting my nails too much, especially when I'm allowing my nails to rest in between painting. Then gloves are the best way to cover up my unkept nails, which is unpainted. Alright, so these are my 3 different gloves. I wear them in wintertime, in spring autumn time, and then summertime. And they're really light and breathable. Love it. So let's talk a little about etiquette, because yes, I wear gloves out, and yes, I wear gloves on the public transport, because I do not care what people think. I also wear hats, complete the look. And as I started wearing gloves, I started to note a lot more about etiquette of gloves. I mean, basic ones, which of the do's and don'ts of gloves, very, very simple, right? When you're eating, you never, ever wear gloves when you're eating. It is unheard of, unthinkable to wear gloves when you're eating. So when you're ushered into a room, keep your gloves on. That's fine. And this is for women, yeah. If you're ushered into a room, keep your gloves on. When you're dining, keep your gloves on. When you're sitting on the dining table, keep your gloves on. But when you start taking a glass to drink, or when you start dining, when you start eating, you have to remove your gloves. You never wear gloves when you're eating or drinking. And the way to remove gloves is very simple. What you do is you just pull the ends, just loosen it, and then probably hold 2 or 3 of the fingers and just pull it out. Hold the wrist part between your finger and thumb, your index finger and thumb, and then continue doing it on the other side. It slides off easily. Put them together. In the past, when gloves are a thing, or more of a thing, there is a little clip. So it's like a little magnet or a clip. It clips here, and a keychain, so you can just hang it on your bag or hang it in your pocket by your dress or skirt. And that's a way to keep your gloves. But because I don't know where to find them, I've seen some of these like vintage sharing, where they bought them in some vintage shops. I have not seen them anywhere yet, so I just fold them and put them in my bag, or put them in my purse, put them in my pocket. So that's how you remove gloves. Wearing gloves is very easy. You just open it up, slip your hands through, that's it. So you never wear them when you're dining. That's number one. The second thing is when you also never wear them when you're clapping your hands. So for example, tomorrow I'm going to ballet again, and when you're watching ballet, when you're watching a show, when you're watching orchestra, while watching, you can wear your gloves, especially when it's very, very cold, or when it's winter time. But when you're clapping, when the performance ends and you clap to congratulate them, it's weird. You'd never do that. You remove your gloves, and then you can clap your hands. It's very simple, very easy. So you remove your hands when you clap. You can wear them when you're watching. This is a little bit more dependent on the weather and climate. So some fun facts of when you can wear them. So you can wear them or you should wear them when you're taking the public transport. As I mentioned, I take the public transport, and I wear my gloves when I'm taking the public transport. It's also another hygiene consideration, because ideally I don't want to touch anything in the public transport. So I do wear my gloves. So a fun thing is when it comes to shaking hands with gloves. And it took me a while to go and figure this thing out. Some say you should remove it, some say you should wear it, and there's just one situation. It depends on your gender and the gender you're shaking hands with. If you are a male, you always remove your hands no matter who you shake hands with. However, if you're female, you never remove your gloves when you're shaking hands with a male. So the male will have no gloves, and you, the female, will have gloves. However, if you as a female shaking hands with someone else that's female, you both never remove your gloves. I thought that was interesting. I mean, I never really shake hands with people when I'm wearing gloves, because I don't think, anyway, have not really done that when in a situation where I have gloves. You just talk to people. So that's the situations that you have gloves. I think that's about it. Dining, never use gloves. When you're clapping your hands, never use gloves. When you're shaking hands with someone else, depends on the gender of the person you're shaking hands with, and depends on your gender. I would say these are primarily the situations where gloves or removing of gloves will be involved. Driving a car, wear gloves, because driving gloves are a thing. I can't think of other situations that is quite uncommon. Hats, on the other hand, is a whole other topic. We'll talk about hats next time. I would say, so that's the introduction to glove etiquette. I hope this gives you some understanding, and if there are more questions, you can comment them below, and I can answer them. Till then, I'll see you next time. Bye!